high or, are not necessarily, and I hate to say this, but maybe lower end users. Whereas cocaine, it's the aristocracy, people with money, and people may stop using cocaine, but there's more than people coming in and leaving, much better margins, and maybe not easy to transport, but easier because, the relationship with the ports. So my understanding from the business perspective, they said, you know what, we're going to pick our lane. We're going to be the coke people. We're going to do it well. We're going to develop the relationships, which we'll get to in a moment. And the people that use our stuff will spend money for it, and there will always be a market. Whereas the heroin market, as I understood, not only did they want to leave it to the Cosa Nostra, but they felt it to be a declining market. Can you speak to that strategy a little bit?
Yeah, the Sicilian mafia was able to control the heroin shipment early in the 60s, in the 70s. And they were well connected at one point with the American counterpart.
Yes.
The success of that business was the idea to combine the production and the distribution.
Correct.
They were able to set up laboratories in Sicily, in Palermo, in Trapani, to refine the heroin. And then they had the market, the huge American market.
Yes.
At that time, cocaine was the drug of the establishment, as you mentioned, the stars,
Jet-setters,
the people, the jet set, and it cost more than heroin, of course. And that was the great intuition of the Ndrangheta, especially when they were able to enter in contact with the Cali and the Medellin cartel. And they took advantage of a season of overproduction in Colombia. So they were not able to send all the cocaine in their market in the United States. And they had the warehouses stacked with the cocaine. And I think in that moment, there was disagreement with Ndrangheta. Ndrangheta understood that the cocaine can become a drug used by many, not only from the rich people. And that was the turning point in the strategy of the Ndrangheta. Also because they were able to invest the money, so they had a great power structure. If you're thinking it's more anecdotal than based on real figures, but an estimate make the Ndrangheta to be more profitable than the Deutsche Bank and McDonald's put together.
And Facebook even.
Yes, and with an estimate, and I want to emphasize the word, an estimate turnover of 55 billion euros. So when you have all of that money, you need to have also a system in place to invest the money. You can't keep the money in cash. Correct. And I think the idea of bonding social capital to create a cohesive organization was important, but was also important to bonding, to bridging social capital, to create a kind of network of trust, to have people in the upper world capable to invest money, to identify places less resilient in the fight against organized crime. I'm thinking about Canada, for example. With the shell companies, you can invest money and you don't have to share with the authorities who's the real owner of the investment. And that's great if you can